Welcome to ACPLM Safety Orientation. Your safety is our top priority and a core part of our daily operations. This training is designed to provide you with the knowledge and expectations needed to work safely on all job sites. We will cover key policies, procedures, hazard awareness, and best practices that apply to your role. You are responsible for following all safety requirements, using proper equipment, and reporting unsafe conditions immediately. Safety is a shared responsibility. Every employee has the authority to stop work if a hazard is identified. By working together and staying alert, we can prevent injuries and ensure everyone goes home safely at the end of each day. At ACPLM, safety is not optional. It's part of our culture. All employees are expected to follow safety rules, report hazards, and work in a way that keeps themselves and others safe. If an incident or injury occurs, immediate action is required. First, ensure the area is safe and seek medical attention if needed. Do not leave an injured person unattended unless it is unsafe to remain in the area. Next, report the incident to your direct supervisor as soon as possible. All incidents, no matter how minor they appear, must be reported. No employee will be penalized for reporting an incident. Timely communication is essential to ensure proper medical care, accurate documentation, and continuous improvement of our safety program. Personal protective equipment, or PPE, is the last line of defense against workplace hazards. Hazards must first be controlled through elimination, engineering controls, and safe work practices. When risks remain, PPE is required. Always wear the required gear for your task, including hard hats, safety glasses, high-visibility vests, and proper work boots. Use the correct gloves for the job. Cut-resistant for sharp materials, chemical-resistant for handling substances, and general-purpose gloves for material handling. When exposed to dust, fumes, or airborne hazards, approved respirators must be used. Respirators require proper selection, medical clearance, and fit testing. Inspect all PPE before use and replace damaged equipment. PPE only works when worn correctly with no exceptions. Construction and paving sites contain hazards that can cause serious injury. Always stay alert, maintain situational awareness, and follow all site rules. On asphalt and seal coating operations, be aware of hot materials, burns, fumes, and moving equipment. Maintain safe distances and avoid direct contact with heated surfaces. On concrete and large site development projects, watch for slip, trip, and fall hazards, heavy equipment traffic, uneven ground, and pinch points. Use fall protection when required, especially around edges, excavations, or elevated work areas. Stay clear of active equipment, follow traffic control measures, and never enter restricted zones without authorization. Hazards change constantly. Awareness and safe behavior are critical at all times.
According to the geotechnical report, we need to adjust the slope ratio on the east side.
Agreed, and we should implement the hydraulic shoring system shown here before the next shift starts.
Trenching and excavation work present serious hazards, including cave-ins that can occur without warning. When working in trenches, proper protective systems must be used, including sloping, shoring, or shielding, based on soil conditions and depth. Never enter an unprotected trench. Even a small collapse can cause serious injury or death. A competent person must inspect trenches daily, and after any change in conditions such as rain or vibration, keep materials and equipment away from the edge and always use a safe means of entry and exit. Stay alert to changing conditions. Trench safety requires strict compliance at all times. Only trained and authorized personnel may operate company equipment. Before each use, conduct a complete pre-operation inspection to identify leaks, damage, worn components, or other safety concerns. Equipment that is not safe must be removed from service immediately. Always follow manufacturer guidelines, company procedures, and all operating instructions. Seatbelts must be worn at all times when operating equipment equipped with a rollover protective structure. Test the horn before operation and use it to alert others before starting moving backing or when visibility is limited. Maintain awareness of your surroundings and never allow unauthorized riders or operators. Safe equipment operation requires training, inspection, and constant attention every time you get behind the controls.
Make sure everyone wears the respirators when mixing this epoxy.
Right, the data sheet says inhalation is a major risk.
Understood. I'll brief the team.
Asphalt sealers, fuels, solvents, and other chemicals must be handled safely at all times. Always review the safety data sheet before using any chemical, and follow all manufacturer instructions. Wear the required personal protective equipment, including chemical-resistant gloves, eye protection, and appropriate clothing. Avoid direct contact with skin and eyes and never inhale vapors, fumes, or dust. Use chemicals only in well-ventilated areas and keep containers properly labeled and closed when not in use. Report spills, leaks, or exposures immediately to your supervisor. Proper chemical handling protects you, your coworkers, and the environment. Working outdoors in hot conditions can quickly lead to heat stress, heat exhaustion, or heat stroke. Drink water frequently throughout the day, even if you do not feel thirsty. Avoid energy drinks, excessive caffeine, and alcohol before and during work. Take scheduled breaks in shaded or cooled areas and pace yourself during strenuous activities. Watch for signs of heat illness, including heavy sweating, dizziness, headache, nausea, muscle cramps, confusion, or weakness. If you or a coworker experience symptoms, notify a supervisor immediately and move to a cool location. Heat stroke is a medical emergency. Call 911 immediately if a person becomes confused, loses consciousness, or stops sweating. Preventing heat illness requires hydration, rest, and constant awareness. Cutting, grinding, drilling, and handling concrete, asphalt, or masonry can generate hazardous dust, including respirable crystalline silica. Exposure to silica dust can cause serious lung disease, silicosis, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and lung cancer. Always use engineering controls such as water suppression, dust collection systems, and proper ventilation to minimize airborne dust. When required, wear an approved respirator that has been medically evaluated, fit tested, and properly maintained. Avoid dry sweeping or using compressed air to clean dusty surfaces unless specifically authorized. Keep work areas clean and follow all company procedures for silica control. Protecting yourself from dust exposure today helps preserve your health for the future.
Remember, we must contact the one-call system and wait until all utilities are marked and cleared before we start any work. Yes.
Even over here.
Yes, absolutely. We need full clearance.
Utility locate and dig safe procedures. Always locate and mark underground utilities before any excavation, drilling, or ground disturbance begins. Contact the appropriate one-call system and wait for all utilities to be marked and cleared before starting work. Never assume a previously marked area is still accurate. Verify markings and respect all tolerance zones. Hand dig or use other approved methods when working near marked utilities. Damage to underground gas, electric, water, or communication lines can cause serious injury, property damage, and service interruptions. If a utility is struck or damaged, stop work, immediately secure the area, and notify your supervisor at once. Safe digging starts with proper planning, accurate utility locates, and constant awareness. Before servicing, repairing, or clearing jams on any equipment, all hazardous energy must be isolated and controlled. Shut down the equipment, disconnect all energy sources, and apply your personal lock and tag before beginning work. Never rely solely on switches, controls, or emergency stop buttons for energy isolation. Verify zero energy by testing all controls and ensuring stored energy such as hydraulic pressure, electrical charge, or mechanical movement has been released. Only the employee who applied the lock and tag may remove it. Never attempt to start or remove a lock from equipment that has been locked out. Proper lockout-tagout prevents unexpected startup and protects workers from serious injury or death. All tools and equipment must be inspected before use to ensure they are in safe working condition. Damaged or defective tools must be removed from service immediately. Use the right tool for the job and follow all manufacturer instructions. Never modify tools or bypass safety features. Keep guards in place at all times where required. PPE, including eye protection and gloves suitable for the task. Disconnect power sources before changing blades, bits, or performing maintenance. Always maintain a firm grip and stable footing while operating tools. Always secure cylinders in an upright position with caps in place when not in use. Keep away from heat sources and open flames. Transport with proper carts. Never drag or drop cylinders. Ensure regulators are compatible and check for leaks before use. Compressed air must never be used for cleaning clothing or directed at the body or another person. Air used for cleaning must be reduced to safe pressure and only used with approved chip guarding and PPE to prevent eye and skin injury. Never use compressed air in an unsafe manner.
Inspect ladders before each use. Place on stable, level surfaces and maintain 3 points of contact at all times.
Do not overreach or stand on the top step. Use the correct ladder type and rating for the task, and never use damaged ladders.
Traffic control is critical to protecting workers and the public in and around active work zones. Always follow the approved traffic control plan and never set up or modify traffic control without authorization. Use proper signs, cones, barrels, and devices to guide traffic safely through the work zone. Flaggers must be trained and use stop-slow paddles, high-visibility apparel, and clear hand signals at all times. Stay alert to moving traffic and maintain a safe distance from vehicles and equipment. Never turn your back on traffic and always be aware of changing conditions. Drivers and equipment operators must follow posted speed limits and directions from flaggers. Proper traffic control requires planning, visibility, communication, and constant attention. In the event of an emergency, remain calm, assess the situation, and take immediate action to protect yourself and others. Call 911 for any serious injury, fire, or life-threatening situation. Notify your supervisor as soon as possible after emergency services have been contacted. Use fire extinguishers only if trained and only for small contained fires. Never put yourself at risk.
Every employee must be accounted for during this emergency.
In case of severe weather, follow site instructions and move to a safe location immediately. Do not leave the site unless directed. Ensure all personnel are accounted for at the designated assembly area. Quick response. Clear communication and following procedures are critical in any emergency.
We have a contained hydraulic spill at the staging area. The team is deploying pads and booms now, requesting vacuum support immediately.
Environmental protection is an important part of every job site operation. Employees are responsible for preventing pollution, protecting stormwater systems, and properly handling waste materials. Fuel oils, asphalt products, sealers, and other chemicals must be stored, handled, and transported properly to prevent spills and environmental damage. Inspect containers, hoses, and equipment regularly for leaks or damage. Never leave fueling operations unattended. If a spill occurs, stop the source if safe. To do so, contain the spill immediately and notify your supervisor at once. Use spill kits and follow company spill response procedures. Never allow fuels, chemicals, or waste materials to enter storm drains, waterways, or surrounding property. Driving is one of the highest risk activities in our operations. Whether you are operating a company vehicle or your personal vehicle for work purposes, you are expected to follow all company driving policies and traffic laws at all times. All ACPLM vehicles are equipped with telematics devices that monitor driving behavior, including speed, harsh braking, rapid acceleration, seat belt use, and other high-risk events. These systems are used to improve safety and accountability. Always wear your seatbelt as soon as you enter the vehicle, even for short distances. Ensure all passengers are properly restrained before moving the vehicle. Follow posted speed limits and adjust your speed for weather, traffic, road conditions, and work zones. Speeding is a leading cause of serious incidents and will not be tolerated. Maintain a safe following distance at all times. Avoid tailgating and allow enough space to react to sudden stops or hazards. A minimum safe following distance should always be maintained and increased in poor conditions.
I can't believe the asphalt did not come.
Avoid all distractions while driving. This includes mobile phones, texting, eating, or adjusting controls while the vehicle is in motion. If you must take a call, pull over to a safe location. Use defensive driving techniques at all times. Stay alert, anticipate the actions of other drivers, and be prepared to respond to unexpected situations. Never assume other drivers see you. Always use turn signals, check mirrors, and be aware of blind spots, especially when changing lanes, turning, or backing. Backing incidents are one of the most common types of vehicle accidents. Use a spotter when available and perform a walk-around before backing any vehicle. Never operate a vehicle while fatigued, impaired, or under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Report any condition that may affect your ability to drive safely. Inspect your vehicle daily before use. Check tires, lights, brakes, mirrors, and fluid levels. Report any defects immediately and do not operate unsafe vehicles. Secure all loads and materials properly before transport. Loose materials can create hazards for other drivers and the public. Safe driving is a condition of employment. Failure to follow driving policies may result in disciplinary action. Driving safely protects you, your coworkers, and the public, and is a responsibility that must be taken seriously every time you get behind the wheel.
Safety is everyone's responsibility, and every employee plays a critical role in maintaining a safe workplace.
commitment to safety above all else.
That's right. Safety first.
Throughout this orientation, we reviewed company safety expectations, hazard awareness, proper use of PPE, equipment safety, traffic control, trenching, chemical handling, emergency procedures, defensive driving, and other critical job site safety practices. Always follow company policies, use the proper tools and equipment, and never take shortcuts that place yourself or others at risk. Report unsafe conditions, incidents, injuries, and hazards immediately, and stop work if conditions become unsafe.